Namaste and welcome. I am Suruchi Gautam. I am going to be your speaker for today's webinar on Pareshani Se Asani Tak, overcoming your negative emotions. Today is our second session. We will begin by thanksgiving and gratitude to the Almighty God and all gurus, family, friends and neighbors. My friends Rupambika Sahu and Dr. Sumita Rege, who are occupational therapists, they have always given me lots and lots of motivation and support to conduct these kind of webinars as part of our community services. My professional summary: I am a psychologist, NLP practitioner, hypnotherapist, life coach, facilitator, Reiki grandmaster, spiritual healer and so on. Let us go ahead and take a quick recap of session 1. We had understood that emotion means the feelings that you are having on daily basis. Emotion has effects on cognitive level, that is having effects on your memories and thinking process. For example, if you are going through some heavy kind of emotions, in that case it might become a little slow, your memory might become lousy, you might start forgetting few things, so on and so forth. On physical level, that is changes is clearly seen on your facial expression, in your body language and even in your speech. Behavior level, being or feeling irritated, angry, aggression, sarcasm, etc. Now basically there are two types of emotion. One which is positive emotion and second type is negative emotion. We had also understood technique, that is pain to gain. Let us go ahead and take a quick small session of technique number 1, that is pain to gain. I would request you all to go ahead and close your eyes, and as you close your eyes you may breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in, you will be easily able to focus from your toes back till your head, from your head back till your toes, and from your toes back till your head. With help of next breath, one emotion which you feel is heavy or negative emotion, with just count of 1, 2 and 3 will pop up. Breathe in, 1, 2 and 3, breathe out. Just go ahead and look at this emotion, feel this emotion. Listen to what this emotion has to say. It's okay if you are feeling negative or heavy. Pause it. Freeze it. Remember friends, since past so many years we have just been trained only to look at the pain side of things. So today all that we are going to do is remove the P and add a G. So from pain, let us go ahead and convert this entire episode to gain. Just go ahead and re-look at the episode and count all the achievement that you have got because of this entire event and episode of your life. For example, you are still alive. You could easily understand who stood by you, who promised you that they will be there and they never showed up, how you were able to handle the entire situation, how it has made you so strong, what are the things that you missed doing, what are the good things that you did, you are still a survivor, you have not gone into any asylum, you are mentally sound, so on and so forth. Breathe in and breathe out and give a nice smile to yourself. Thank this cosmic energy and to yourself that you were able to go ahead and handle the entire situation very nicely. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Once again, I would request you all to go ahead and look at the event. You all will notice at this point of time, the pain part of it must have reduced. Keep breathing in and breathing out. Once again, give a smile. Look at all the gains from this event. Breathe in and breathe out. Smile. Slowly and steadily come back to your normal position where you were listening to the sound of my voice. Eyes open, wide awake now. Breathe in and breathe out. So friends, this is a very simple technique from pain to gain. All that you need to do is, whenever there is any heavy episode or any negative emotion which is just going ahead and passing by your mind, all that you need to do is just look at all the gains that you have got from that entire event and how blessed you are. Today we will go ahead and practice the technique number 2, that is if, then, why, what. Over here friends, let me tell you that if can also be understood as when. Before we proceed ahead, let us understand the Kalyug Dharnas, that is your belief system which are there. Basically there are many Kalyug Dharnas, one of which is behind every behavior lies positive intention. Let me explain this in a very simple way. Friends, many a times we just go ahead and we lie, right? Why do we lie? It is not because we want to hurt someone or do something bad or our intention is bad. There is some kind of positive intention about same in our mind. Maybe we are saving ourselves from argument, or maybe we are saving someone else. The intention over here for us is positive. Maybe it is wrong in eyes of world. Let us take another example. For example, robbery. Alright, the person who is robbing, he or she must be having some kind of positive intention behind doing the robbing. We don't know what the intention is all about, right? I'm not saying that robbing is right. Definitely it is wrong in eyes of society and according to our law. But then we need to understand the mindset of the opposite person also. Now a child is throwing tantrums, right? Why the child is throwing tantrums? What is the positive intention behind the child who's throwing the tantrums? We have to understand his or her intention. So this is a very good dharna for us to keep in our mind on a daily usage. That is, behind every behavior lies positive intention for the mind, for that particular person. Alright? So let us understand that if or when is the activating event, that is the stimulus. Then is the response to the if. Why is the positive intention behind if, then, and the what? What is the solution to then? Over here friends, we need to try and understand that this if, when, then, why, what technique is helpful to go ahead and take care of your immediate behavior for any kind of situation. So there are these small situation or thought process which keeps coming us and affect our behavior. Alright, so this technique of if and then is helpful at that point of time. Let us understand same how it can be helpful by taking a case study into consideration. So one of the best case study is lizard. So if I see a lizard, then what is my response to it? I shout, scream and yell. Over here we need to understand the intention. If a person is shouting, screaming and yelling, why they do, if I am doing it, why I am doing it. The intention behind it is I am scared. Okay, there is some kind of fear. And what solution I am looking forward for? I am making noise to feel secure. Correct? To feel safe. So when I shout, scream and yell, then I am calling for help from self or others. The reason why am I creating all this ruckus all about, shouting, jumping, yelling, is so that I am calling for some kind of help. Right? The intention over here is again clear. I want to get some attention. Either it is from self or from others. Why I need this attention is to understand the solution part of it, which is the fight, flight or freeze. Either I want to fight against what situation I am falling into, I want to just run away, or I am just standing there by doing nothing, like playing dead. So if help received from others, then they will kill or shoo off the lizard or make me leave the room. This is going to be the response, right? So the intention over here is again very clear, that is feeling safe. Solution is rescue. So if I am helping myself, in that case I may kill, shoo off the lizard or leave the room. Again the intention is very clear, feeling safe, and solution is rescue. So let us go ahead and understand how we can use if and then over here. So next time all that I need to do is keep on practicing this again and again. If I see a lizard, in that case, instead of shouting, yelling, jumping, creating big noise and ruckus, all that I need to do is remind myself and give a positive response. Then I must relax. So if I see a lizard, then I must relax immediately by taking few deep breaths into consideration, or just like becoming calm, reminding myself that okay, fine, the intention over here is I need to feel safe and secure, and I have to look forward towards the solution, which is either leave the space, kill or shoo off the lizard, either do it myself. If I cannot do it, then I can call for help. So instead of jumping, yelling, shouting, creating big ruckus, next time if I see a lizard, all that I must do is relax and call for help, either from self or from others. So next time, my friends, if you see any child yelling, screaming because they see a cockroach or lizard or any other insect, right, and they are jumping, yelling and shouting, just tell them to relax and call in for help, or else just leave the space. Just go ahead and understand same thing by taking another case study, which is anger. Now try and understand that anger is a very, very deep kind of negative emotion. Over here we are not taking care of the emotion named anger. We are taking care about the behavior that we do because of anger. So it's about the behavior that we are going to take care. So if I get angry, then usually what is my response? Then I speak loudly, I shout, I scream and I yell. All this response is very clear in my facial expression, in my body expression, in my tone, in my speech, the physical way. My entire behavior pattern changes over here. Now what is my intention behind this response? It is expressing anger. So solution over here, what I am looking forward for, I want to be in charge and control. Now it can be in charge of self and in control of self, or maybe the entire situation. Now friends, understand this can vary from person to person. This is just one example that I am giving. So when I speak loudly, shout, scream and yell, then I am feeling in control. What is the intention? Is getting attention from others. Solution over here is pride and ego satisfaction. So if I feel in control, then I get feeling of winning. So if I am getting feeling of winning, then my intention becomes like achievement. Over here, the solution becomes winning. Now, if I win, then my ego and pride is satisfied. The intention over here is again winning, and the solution is satisfaction of pride and ego. So understand, friends, that we don't have to control or suppress or compress any kind of emotion. Definitely, if we are feeling angry, we have to express it, but then there is way of expressing it. We go beyond our voice capacity to shout, to yell, and the way we are speaking, maybe we become breathless, the aggression becomes very loud, our expression becomes very loud, and later on we regret things, right? So over here we need continuous practice. Now this will not happen overnight. You have to keep reminding your mind every now and then. Let us understand how we can use this if and then technique over here. So next time, whenever we get this emotion of anger, okay, if I get angry, then all that I need to do is remind myself that I must speak very softly as possible. Intention is to get more control on situation and self. The solution here is satisfaction of handling situation peacefully. So this is one of the behavior thing that can be taken into consideration. We will just go ahead and quickly summarize today's webinar. Behind every behavior lies positive intention. If or when is the activating event, that is the stimulus. Then is the response to the if. Why is the positive intention? What is the solution to them? Friends, remember, practice makes man perfect. Overnight, this technique might not work. However, with tremendous amount of practice, by reminding yourself every now and then, this practice will help you to go ahead and change your behavior, and you will see lots and lots of positive changes in you. So take one situation, an event or issues, habit from your life and use this technique. I hope you liked today's webinar. Thank you for attending the same. Have a pleasant time ahead, and God bless you all.